All right, so after 3 days, Justo finally called me back. So remind me to never call Justo if I happen to find myself thrown in jail or something like that, because I don't know, 3 days is pretty bad. But let's see what he has to say.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, where you at, Paul?
Oh, walking.
Crazy. Hey, reason I was calling is, what are your 5 favorite guitar players? Not saying the best. I'm just saying, like, over the course of your life, the ones you've listened to the most and probably enjoy the most.
Let me think about it. I'll text you with that soon.
All right, text me back quick though. This isn't like some long drawn out thing. The spontaneity of it is what makes it.
I think it's that.
All right, G. Later.
All right.
All right, so you have to understand something about my friend Justo. Like, this is gonna become how do I phrase this? Like, this is a thing for him now. Like, he's in his head. He's thinking about it. Um, Justo's an interesting character. That's the best way I could describe it. Heart of gold. My best friend on the planet Earth. Interesting character. Justo got back to me. I can't believe it. You can't believe it. So let's see what Justo's list consists of. And if I know Justo as well as I think I do, it's likely pretty metal-tastic. So, in no particular order, we have Randy Rhoads. Yeah, dude, like, I will credit Justo with getting me into Randy Rhoads proper. His brother Morris burnt Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman onto a handy dandy CDR, and one track would not fit, so Morris did not include Suicide Solution, which is kind of the weakest track on those records. Full disclosure. So we have Scott Gorham, which off the top of my head, I want to say is one of the guitarists for Thin Lizzy. And let's see what the Google machine has to say about that. I do not want to be a poser. Yeah, one of the twin lead guitarists in Thin Lizzy, born March 17th, 1951. Kind of a perfect day for a member of Thin Lizzy to be born, right? Um, yeah, dude, Scott Gorham is the constant, whereas like Gary Moore and some of the other guys kind of shuffled in and out. I'm a huge Gary Moore fan, but Scott Gorham's fantastic. Thin Lizzy is rad, dude. Like every song has a super tasteful solo, and even though there were other maybe more shreddy kind of dudes out there, like the ability to come up with memorable guitar solos that have good feel and good kind of sonics and taste. Thin Lizzy definitely fit the bill there. What else do we got? Hendrix. Yeah, I didn't include Hendrix on mine because I feel like Hendrix is a given, right? Like I've had this conversation with my brother who is not a guitar player, and I've tried to explain to him like Hendrix gets better as you are a better guitar player, and just the creativity and the feel and the uniqueness and just being a bad dude. Hendrix is certainly the man. Uli Roth. So I knew Justo was going to include this guy. So this is one of the guitar players from Scorpions, and not the crazy dude with the uh, like kind of policeman's mustache or fireman's mustache, the really tall dude that played the Flying V. This is the other guy. Sales of Charon, if you've ever listened to that song, has really trippy guitar parts. Who still refers to them as gypsy scales and gypsy notes. Um, yeah, Uli's badass. Scorpions are super awesome as well. And Richie Blackmore. So Richie Blackmore was in Deep Purple. Lots of really memorable riffs there, and sort of early heavy metal guitar playing. But I think Justo more appropriately is referring to Rainbow, which is the band Richie did after uh, Deep Purple. Sorry, brain fart. The band he did after Deep Purple, which included Ronnie James Dio as the singer. And if you've never heard Rainbow and you play guitar and you care anything for mine or Justo's recommendations, check out Rainbow Rising. Um, you're in for like it's Dio, so there's talks about wizards and sci-fi kind of stuff like that. But the guitar playing, fantastic, dude. The solos super good. Chords, the riffs are heavy. Really, really, really solid guitar playing by Richie Blackmore. And I think so much of what we as guitar players do in the heavy metal sort of space, I think can be attributed to Richie, even though he may not always fully get the credit. So, Justo, thank you for that list. And yeah, let me see if I can get Gabriel on the phone. Gabriel had texted me a list, but I want to put him on the spot and see if we can't get him on the phone.
Hello?
Hey, phone, you working?
Yeah. What's up?
All right. Hey, dude, give me your definitive list because you sent me a bunch of wishy-washy lists of your 5 favorite guitar players.
I sent you the final one, dude.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Do I have to
It
read
was,
this verbatim?
Johnny, Noel Gallagher, the No Knife Duo. Hold on. It's the last text I sent you. Yeah, because you were all, stop sending me so much. So then I wrapped it up and I sent you the final 5.
All right, well, text me your 5 favorite drummers. They don't have to be punk rock drummers, just drummers.
Okay.
All right, later.
Like,
I love giving Gabriel a hard time. He's my cousin, and I love him, and he's just kind of easy to give a hard time to sometimes. So Gabriel says, quote, "That's tough. Jimmy commercialized Discordy No Knife for me, but not sure if that's Jim or the other dude, so for sure them." We're referring to Jimmy Eat World, and he's talking about whether it's Jim Atkins or Tom. I feel like they, at least on the first couple records, share the bulk of the guitar playing, so I would go kind of either way with it. Get Up Kids also is an underrated guitarist, I'd say. Get Up Kids is a band, not a guitarist. Noel Gallagher in terms of songwriting and Beatles-like perfection, but not for leads or anything too deep. There's so many ways to go with that. To be fair, I'd say you and me have a similar musical upbringing, so I could choose you and say you incorporated most of those dudes into your style. You can quote me on that, G, LOL. Then there's Thin Lizzy and the Mode era, or the times when mad leads across the whole song was the thing. Mar, El Jefe, Egerton, Noel Gallagher, No Knife Duo. And then he also mentioned Santana, which there was always a lot of Santana being played in Gabe's house. If your dad is a Chicano who was 20 years old in the 70s, you're going to listen to a lot of Santana, right? So that's Gabriel's list, and I poked fun at him that he would say the dude from Paramore, because Gabriel listens to Paramore, and I've only ever heard like Misery Business. They're probably a really good band. I should give them a try. I'm just jealous that they are rich and famous, and Audio Karate not so rich and famous. So there's Gabriel's list. Thank you so much. Bye.